that I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. You asked me what I wanted to be, and now I think the answer is plain to see. I wanna be famous. I wanna live close to the sun. Oh, pack your bags, cause I've already won. Everything to prove, nothing in my way. I'll get there one day. Cause I wanna be famous. Na 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 na. I wanna be famous. I wanna be famous.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brad Clark, and then today we're going to be going over a theoretical new total drama season and the possibility of a reboot. This will be the final episode for now, but today this will be our final episode unless new information is released. Today I'm joined by Darian and my friend Johnny.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
And Johnny's from Hyphy Gaming fame. So feel free to subscribe at the end of the episode. So first, let's go over some stuff. After Total Drama Rama, there was rumors of a season in about, I want to say 2016, but they scrapped the season. Am I correct?
I don't know.
I really don't know.
I never heard that.
Yeah, basically, there's rumors. I don't know. I've heard this a while ago, but there was supposed to be another Total Drama Rama season, but I guess they scrapped it. So I think they were going to add new characters, just continue the story from where Rama ended.
The thing is that new characters, it's like, so like you already have like about like almost 4 sets of characters, you know? Like I don't think that what they need is new characters. I feel like what they need is just to keep the classics but like advance their stories. Like their characters.
I think that was an issue. That's why they scrapped it. And unfortunately, we had sad news as of, I think I want to say September, November, where Tom McGillis said that the main series is over right about the time Total Drama Rama was announced. Which is sad because he's underestimating the fandom. In my opinion, he is. Because the Total Drama fandom is very active from what I've seen. Am I right?
Yes and no, in my opinion. I guess it's like a little active because we do have that Facebook group and we have all the messenger groups or whatever. But in my opinion, it's still not as active as as it used to be, because like I don't think like if they made another season where it was a competition, I don't think it would have as good as ratings as Drama Rama, because Drama Rama is appealing to like children, and that's like what like Cartoon Network is basically focusing on, children. So like I don't know if like a new season would like work. I don't even know if like the fandom might be up for it, but then again, most people are like, they have in their mindsets that Total Drama is basically dead now. So
yeah, like the only way I can see this happening is if Netflix or Adult Swim takes it, because recently on Adult Swim they revived the Samurai Jack. That's what it's called, right?
It's called Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack, yeah.
Yeah, they revived it for a more mature audience.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they did another Total Drama season, I feel like it'd be a lot more mature, not teenagery, and probably go into a lot of politics, which hopefully would not ruin the show. But like, here's what I would do for a theoretical season. I would probably bring back Scave and probably just solve that whole situation. I would not bring up the love square, whatever, with Gwen, Trent, or Duncan and Courtney. Maybe it might have like 1 or 2 of them, but I would not bring that whole situation again, because that was too much drama for the entire show.
Yeah.
What do you think, Johnny?
I feel like they should be able to revive the series, but I understand that they're trying to put it on Cartoon Network because not only did it originate from there in a way, but also like all of us remember watching on Cartoon Network as younger kids. But the thing is like there are plenty of like subscription based like cartoon streaming services that would easily take like an opportunity like that. Like take Verve for instance. Verve has like Boomerang, Nick Splat, which is like the old cartoons from there. They have what else? Boomerang. You know, like I
Oh
can
yeah,
see
Boomerang.
if they tried to revitalize the show to where we like how we remember it with Chris McClain and a bunch of like or some of the mostly the original cast because personally I don't want to see any more new characters.
Yeah.
And that's a problem with a lot of franchises. They keep introducing too many characters, and that's like one of the issues I think with Mortal Kombat. Been introducing too many characters, but that's like every franchise, introducing too many new characters. But I think if they did do this, I could see like maybe a Netflix deal because remember, Fresh TV has launched some of their platform content on Netflix, and Adult Swim can get their hands onto it if they really wanted to, because it's not really adult programming, but like teenager adult programming for like older people. Like if that makes sense. But I think if that doesn't happen, which I think unfortunately that is the case, I could possibly see the chance of being a reboot. Now that's a scary word to hear, a reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Like them not respecting the source material, or like kind of like they did with Dramarama. But I don't see Total Dramarama as being a reboot. As more like being like an alternate timeline. Like it's its own universe. It's not canonical or canon to the main series.
Well, yeah, you could think about it that way because, like, in the original series, like in Island, they didn't know each other until they met at the summer camp. Like until once they met at Camp Wawanakwa, that's when they met each other. But in Dramarama, apparently they're like 4 years old and they already know each other. Like, so I think of it as an alternate universe too.
And I think that's how we should look at it. Like maybe they could do like what I call a semi reboot or sub reboot, like what they did with Jurassic Park and
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic World, where it acknowledges the older stuff,
Uh-huh.
but it's its own thing. I think that's what Cody Lake been doing on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
which, by the way, very good work. I have been very impressed. Like maybe they could do like maybe them when they're like 20, 30 years old, or like do like a new series, kind of like that, or like after they were famous type thing. I mean, competition is interesting and all, but shouldn't we get like something maybe like 10-minute, 15-minute like shorts about their personal life?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you get what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but like the thing is like I feel like competition is what made the show. Like it's what made the story. Like that's the point. I personally would like enjoy like the idea of like getting to know them more. But the thing is like the whole point of the show is to entertain. It's like making fun of Survivor. It's like taking that concept of competition and rivalries, friendships, and just flipping it a little upside down to where it's comedic.
Yeah. I I agree with you. That's basically what made Total Drama stand out from these other shows that were airing at the time. We watched it to see who was going to get eliminated that week. We watched it to see, like, were Heather and Gwen gonna like become friends ever or stuff like that? Like like you said, rivalries, friendships, and all that. Like we watched it to be entertained. So like it not being a competition is kind of weird to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just eliminating that part of the show would be a very bad idea. Which I would argue is do not do like side series like with just the characters alone. I mean, you could do it if you want, but like make it like a spin-off show, like its own thing, but not part where it kind of ties into the main series, but not fully.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's its own drama. It's like it's its own like shit or whatever. But I think if they did do a reboot, I could see Netflix or Adult Swim getting their hands on it. Probably more than likely, I could see
Hold up.
Netflix. But yeah, I think if they did bring it back, I could see Netflix getting on it. But however, the problem is I have with Netflix is it's considered a quote unquote dumping ground. Just people just put content whatever and see whatever sticks. That's why they're beating HBO, not because of quality, but because of quantity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like I don't want that for a total drama. I don't want it to be where it just become quantity, not quality. But I think that's just with every show and every series. Quantity we don't want, and that's we don't want it to be like too commercialized, which is a problem my mom sees with Star Wars.
Yeah.
So that's another monster. But I could possibly see a reboot. Now, here's the thing: I don't want it to be disrespectful to the source material, like infamous reboots are. I mean, Johnny and I just came back from seeing Child's Play, which is a not really reboot, but like a kind of like an alternate timeline
It's a
reboot.
new it's a whole new concept to the movie.
Like we could apply that to total drama, where it's like it's still competition. Like maybe they can like if they shrink down the cast, it really wouldn't bother me. It would just be very odd and off-putting. But if it's like quality, not quantity, it'd be very interesting.
I feel like a really good concept for like the idea of like making a new season is if it's like so think about it like this. What if the whole total drama was like literally the cast, like the most famous people in the cast, like right after like total drama, what was it? Which one was it?
Total drama.
The world
Pocket,
tour, I think. Or no,
Pocket Tales a lot.
no. But which one? Oh man, All Stars. Okay, so after All Stars, what if the cast of Total Drama Rama were like voicing that because it's like a little, it's like a little show that they do for more money, and then like they were like they continue to talk about like how, oh yeah, well I remember doing a season after All Stars, but what happened with Chris, they decided to not air it at all because something like controversial happened with Chris McClain. And then the whole concept is like, oh well, what is that lost, what is that lost series? And the first episode, like that's kind of like a episode 0 kind of thing, right?
So like a pilot.
Yeah, like in a way a pilot, but not a pilot. It'd be like episode 0 out of whatever how many episodes there are. And then like you like find maybe like a super total drama like nerd that goes out looking for that footage in that one episode, the episode 0. And then when they find it, it's just an old cassette, and it starts off with like Chris McClain doing the whole intro on Camp Wawanako's pier, and then the episode ends, and it's like, oh shit, like, oh sorry, oh, like what's gonna happen, and then that just like is like teasing you for a new season that you didn't even know about until that episode.
That actually sounds a lot like a fanfic idea. Basically, I made it where basically I revived it. Where basically, I forgot. Topher actually hosts it with Dawn from Celebrity Manhunt, where it's like they host and Chris McClain's the villain. But I could kind of see that, like maybe like a lost series, kind of like what they did with Clone Wars. Like if that makes sense.
It's never too late if you want to try and make a series, because that means it would never be too late. Like I think the community, like even though the show's basically like the original show's been over for like maybe like almost 4 years now, so it's like, and the fandom is still very strong. So I feel like they can definitely make that work.
Strong, but not active as it used to be. Would be interesting, but like I think right now we're at an odd place with total drama. There's an alternate timeline, whatever happening, but yet the main series is over. It's like in this weird position limbo where fans are petitioning. Let me tell you the truth. Although petitions are good, it's not going to do anything unless the series does well. Unless Total Drama Rama whatever might decline. Maybe they could reanalyze it, or like I don't know, or maybe Tom McGillis maybe does like his own thing, like a comic book or web series, just like after the events, like the supposed 4 other seasons he had planned. Personally, I count Total Drama Presents the Ridonkulous Race as its own season, but like I don't know.
I'm
I
surprised
feel-
they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't make a season 2 to that. I thought that would have been successful.
Maybe it wasn't like enough viewerships, or they just think people would think it'd be boring. I mean, yes, the fandom's grown up. We're basically now adults, but like,
Or young adults.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing though, and here, like one of the things that I'm thinking, if the fans want it, I feel like Tom would give it to them if they wanted it bad enough. You know what I mean? Because the thing is like, I feel like if we were to like try and start like a GoFundMe, spam his Twitter and all that, maybe, just maybe, there might be a little bit of hope of revitalizing the series. Maybe for just one last glorified season. Give us all like justice for what we lost,
like
Because Ridonkulous wasn't the best. It was decent, but it wasn't the best.
yeah. But here's the thing, fans: do not spam him too much and interfere with his personal
Well,
life.
no, not obviously like crazy spam like a raid, but I'm talking about like just like maybe like tweet something out, and then keep retweeting.
Yeah.
And he might start noticing that kind of stuff,
Or even better would be just release like the scripts of like the other supposed season if he had written them. If he had not, then maybe he could do like a comic book, which comic books, they're doing, from what I've heard, pretty well, although some would say not store wise, no, but comic books are probably one to go to, and they're pretty cheap to produce. You could literally just Photoshop it and take less time than it would to make like animate the characters type thing. And you don't have to bring in voice actors. And like, it's just it'd be something interesting if they were interested in that route. And I think that they should. A lot of, like, recently they released Aliens 3, the original Aliens 3 script, as a comic book, and people loved it. They ate it up. And the rumor has it that Spider-Man 4 comic of the original series on comic book form. And I think it'd be very interesting. On an earlier thing, I think it's on a comment I read from almost a month ago. Gotha Xenon said, "What would you do if you were a writer?" Like, basically, she thinks that they should rehire some of the same writers and some of the voice actors, like Megan from Glenn. And I think that it should be. And I don't think they should compromise for censorship, which is one argument for going to. Yeah, it's just one argument you could say going to Adult Swim, where they can swear a little bit more. Common issues nowadays with, like, cell phones, stalking, or catfish. Like, one idea I had just a few moments a while ago, like, maybe there's a contestant that loves a girl. He messages her often on his cell phone, but it's a catfish. Yet she's there. Like, that probably doesn't make sense, but I don't know. What do you think about that?
I mean, it seems like an interesting idea.
Like, basically, this comment also suggested went back. I mean, I could kind of see it coming, but I want to stay away from that whole situation. Like, Trent's a good guy. Don't get me wrong. He redeemed himself after his creepy whatever action. But it's just, I don't want them to go that far. Like, I don't want them to stem on that thing. It's a scab. Let it heal type thing. It's already a mark as it is on the fandom with a lot of shipping war. But if there is a new season, cool, I'll watch it. If there's, I'll give it a shot. But as of right now, we're in a weird place. So I mean, you could be active like the Snyder fans are, wanting Justice League, the Justice League Zack Snyder cut. But let's remember, guys, don't spam. You could maybe make like a hashtag release the Tom McGillis cut. or like maybe he might release it like another season, or release it as a comic book, or just release the script so and get our own opinions. But at the end of the day, right now we need to just calm down. We need to just take in what's happened. I've taken in what's happened. It's sad that the quote unquote main series has ended, but bitching and bitching and complaining about it is not going to change anything. We need to remember to appreciate what's come. If there's no series, comic book, reboot, whatever, let's do fan fiction, and that's something you've done that also, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Wait, what?
Have you been writing fan fiction for Total Drama? Like what you think would happen after?
Not with those characters. Like I haven't done it with those characters, but mine focuses on like fandom characters, like fandom people. Like it just focuses on like we basically take the place of like those characters.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It'd be something interesting. Like we're in a weird spot, guys. I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but let's not complain. If there's a new season, great. Let's watch it. If there's a reboot, like maybe like new direction, let's just give it a shot. I mean, Total Drama Rama isn't that bad in my opinion. It's definitely sure as hell is better than some of the stuff. But let's remember, let's not complain. Let's just yeah, like if that makes sense. Let's make hashtags, tweet them, retweet them. Don't spam his Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Let's talk about it. I think more people should talk about it, like on public forum, Reddit, Facebook, YouTube. Just talk about how you really want it, and eventually we'll see something.
Yeah, you have a point.
Like, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But
because the whole thing is like we're not fully mad at Tom at all. We're not mad at him because the decision was mainly because of the show for like what's it called, for the choice of audience. And so I don't blame him wanting to end the series at all, and I'm not like I don't have any grudge towards him at all. Like he basically built my childhood. But like as a fan, I am very upset to know we may or may not get another season.
Yeah, let's remember, Total Drama will be in our hearts. Like if nothing happens, but I think the best thing if they do make a new season, put it on like either Netflix or Adult Swim, and you can have like a lot more mature topics, like I just stated, catfishing, the internet, teen anxiety. But be very careful.
You know what that the political thing they did with what they did about about voting.
Trump.
It's interesting because he made that, and it was more towards like the more like 18-year-olds and all, or more towards the older audience. And I really like that concept actually because it did deal with like adult topics like voting. Like what was his name? He was high. I think his name was Jude. Jude was high. Like they're all they're adults now. And that's what I liked about that little short, is that it was more catered towards the people that kind of like grew up on those shows.
Yeah.
Like if there's another Total Drama season, like I think it'd be interesting, like to have show a lot more connections. I mean, only discussions have only been referenced in 16, and only like I think one picture of Walwanakwa, the background. But heck, maybe make one a contestant. I mean, that's very controversial to say, but maybe have maybe have him like as a cameo, like they walk down the street in that art style. But I think if there's a new season, here's the thing with the new season. If it comes onto Netflix, I think we should all give it a chance. Even if there's a reboot, it comes onto these new platforms, we should also give it a chance. For all we know, it could be a lot better than what we think. And I think that they should maybe consider a comic book, but starting to repeat. But if there's no season ever coming back, like it's going to be whatever it is, let's have it live on in our heart. Let's continue those fan fictions and fan art. But yeah, what do you think, Darian?
Well, I agree. How you said that we should give it a shot. I basically agree with that.
Total Drama Rama, it's had its shot. It's not like it's an interesting concept, but it just breaks the canonicity. It's not real. Well, obviously it's not real, but like it's not canon. And this isn't the end of the world. It's not like someone's dying or whatever. But let's give it a shot. But like that's why I think it would be interesting to do for PC. But if they do reboot, let's give it a chance. Hell, if they introduce a new character, let's not panic all the way yet. Or yeah, I think one of the new things that they should have for a new season is they should have new writers, or keep the good ones, get rid of all the bad ones, rehire the original cast, bring back Megan and Brian, bring back the original cast of characters. But if there's a reboot, I would also suggest bringing back the original voice actors,
especially Owen.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Best.
Well,
he's one of my favorites. At least.
Just
yes. My favorite will always be Heather.
I don't know who my favorite is.
It's interesting you say that because like when you're younger, it's like Heather's like, oh dude, I hate her. She's mean. But then as you get older, she's like, character's great. Like she just makes the show.
I know.
Exactly. I had that mindset too. Yeah.
So yeah, a reboot, but let's say if they actually do, let's consider the comic book option. Like if they do that, let's purchase them. Let's buy them. Let's show support. Let's show support. Even non-total drama should show support. It's A, they're very cheap to produce. B, fans will eat it up. Even will spread the word fast. Comic books sell, even though some people would argue otherwise. But I think it's just an interesting route to go through. Or just release the script online and maybe pay like maybe $5 or something. But if there's not, lives on in our heart. So yeah.
Does anybody have anything to put in before we possibly end it?
Not really.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate the support. And for now, this will be our final podcast. I might do some more podcasts about different topics. I'm considering maybe doing a Mortal Kombat fan fiction. Please follow Hyphen Gaming. He is a very cool guy. Well, obviously, because he's my best friend.
I like to say something. Personally, being on a podcast, it's been great, and I've really been thinking possibly recently to start like pursuing like a little bit of voice acting, and maybe possibly make my own podcast about mostly animation and Japanese animation, to be exact, anime.
Sweet.
If any of you guys that are in the podcast or watching right now would like to be featured in something like that, just let me know, and maybe we could start.
And also coming up soon, not on my channel but another channel, Darian and I co-host a Pokemon podcast.
That sounds fun.
It's for a roleplay, but it's awesome.
Oh yeah. Us and like a bunch of other people. We do a podcast and like we have a story that we're writing. And yeah.
That sounds fun.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and until again we meet. Later, my dudes.
Peace out, man.
Well, yeah. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.